right, we're going to call the meeting to order, please. We're going to call the meeting to order.
All rise. Oh, yes, this county commission meeting of Sumner County is now open pursuant to adjournment. God bless this country and this honorable commission. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Madam Chairman.
Pastor Gus Hernandez is the spiritual formation pastor at Long Hollow Baptist Church in Hendersonville, Tennessee. He serves on the executive team providing direction and oversight for the church's disciple-making strategy and is on the board of the Replicate Ministers providing training, coaching, and resources to pastors and leaders. He received his master's in divinity at Temple Baptist Seminary and is currently pursuing a doctorate of ministry degree at Southern Baptist Theological Seminary School in Wake Forest. He and his wife Barbie have 2 daughters. Pastor Hernandez. While Pastor Hernandez is walking up, I want to just make sure that we remember our students that were involved in a tragic accident this weekend, especially the Midget family, that we keep them in our prayers as they move forward over these next few days.
Join me as we pray. Heavenly Father, it is with heavy hearts that we come before you and we lift up the families of the 3 students involved in this tragic accident. God, I pray specifically for the Midget family and their loss of their son Coleman. Had the privilege of seeing Coleman at church and just seeing the dynamic faith that he had. And I'm reminded of just the impact that even such a young man could have in so many lives that were impacted by him. And so, Lord, I just pray for our church. I pray for our community. I pray for our schools as we rally together around the families, as we rally together around the 2 students who are also recovering from their injuries. And then, Lord, I just want to pray a blessing over this meeting. You tell us in the scriptures in 1 Timothy chapter 2 to pray and intercede for our leaders so that we may lead a peaceable life, a tranquil life. And so, Lord, I pray for wisdom for our commissioners, for the leaders as they conduct business tonight. And Lord, I also want to give you praise and thank you so much for the hope that we have in you, for the love and the grace that we find in you. We thank you for the salvation that is in Jesus Christ. And so, Lord, may you be honored and glorified. May you bless our time together. Thank you so much for allowing us to live in such a great area. We pray this in the powerful and precious name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, at this time we will have our roll call, please. Each commissioner will record their vote.
All right, let's try that again. We show 16 members present.
Okay, 16 members are present. That. Oh, yeah. Can y'all? It's going to be a long meeting.
11, 12, 13,
18.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Great start, Michelle.
This has nothing to do with me.
All right, we're going to start over. If everybody will please record your presence within the next 15 seconds.
We had 7.
Now,
Oh, now we have 19.
now all 19 are, it's still
Okay.
12 are majority.
Okay, so it'll still be 12 for a regular majority and then 16 for supermajority. Mr. Langford is obviously still recovering from his surgery. Commissioner Foster is also still recovering. Commissioner Popsill is out of town for the holidays with his family, and Commissioner Pomeroy is working on his ministry with his trees tonight. So I think that takes us to everybody else here. So we will move on. There's an agenda before you. I'll wait for a motion. Motion made by Commissioner Good, seconded by Commissioner Taylor. All in favor say aye. All right, approval of the minutes. They should be in your packet. Motion made by Commissioner Good, seconded by Commissioner Taylor. All in favor say aye. All right, is there anyone in the public that would like to speak to an agenda item? Okay, seeing that there are none, we will close recognition of the public. We will move on to announcements from the chair. Your veterans report should be on your desk, and we will move on to our certificates of recognition. And I would like to ask for Executive Holt to please come forward. And if there's anybody else, Commissioner-wise, that would like to step forward for the eclipse recognitions for the Sumner County Tourism or the airport, please do so.
Would you like to come forward? Mr. Menda? Mr. Ring? Doing tourism. That's right. Well, we're going to ask them all to come up. If our tourism director, Mr. Young, and his staff would come up. This is Jerry. It's my honor tonight to present this certificate of recognition honoring the Sumner County tourism as well as our cities for their outstanding eclipse event. Whereas visitors from 38 countries and 40 states gathered in Sumner County on August the 21st, 2017 to view the great American eclipse, and whereas Sumner County tourism worked tirelessly to make the eclipse encounter a memorable event for everyone in attendance and make sure that the visitors left Sumner County with superb, lasting impressions. Whereas our cities also worked extremely hard to allow thousands of visitors not only to experience this heavenly show, but to also be treated to a tremendous experience in our county. Whereas all-day festivals with music, food, vendors, and other activities entertained people and visitors experienced the hospitality, goodwill, and volunteerism of Sumner County while witnessing a once-in-a-lifetime total solar eclipse. And whereas Executive Director Barry Young and his staff and numerous volunteers should be commended for working countless hours diligently and showcasing the outstanding cultural and recreational resources of Sumner County. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Sumner County Board of County Commissioners, meeting on the regular session this 20th day of November 2017, that this body does hereby express its appreciation and gratitude for the hard work and dedication of Mr. Barry Young, his staff, and volunteers, and be it further resolved that this resolution be spread on the minutes of the body, and the clerk is to furnish a copy of this resolution to Mr. Barry Young on behalf of the Sumner County Tourism.
So moved. Motion made by Commissioner Lamarb, seconded by Commissioner Good. All in favor say aye. Aye.
And I know Mr. Barry Young is going to want to speak, but before he does, I just want to tell you what a great success this was and what a tremendous event this was for our county and our county coffers.
Thank you. First of all, I'd like to thank the County Commission for your great support for our tourism office. It is true we worked countless hours. We worked on this for 2 years. I'd like to thank my staff. These ladies put up with me for 2 years. Over here on the end, we have Chelsea, and we have Kelly, Kay, Taryn, and Heidi. And Katie could not be with us tonight. She's 9 months pregnant and about to have a baby. But we want to thank all of our partners. I know Mayor Brown from Gallatin is out in the audience. Thank you so much for the city. I know, thank you.
Come on up, Mayor Brown.
And the county, we could not have done it without the county. I know Ken Widener and EMA did a great job. I know Sheriff Weatherford did a great job. And just all of our partners, our sponsors. Heidi here recruited 120 volunteers for that day. And our goal was for it to be a sunny day, number one, which it was. And we wanted to provide a visitor experience that they wouldn't forget. And we would hope that they would come back and visit. And I think we accomplished that. Number one, we gave them an experience where they didn't have to worry about anything except for the eclipse, what they came there for. We provided everything there for them, provided great southern hospitality. And number two, now we think a lot of them are going to come back to this area and visit because of their great experience that they had. And of course, we didn't just have that one event in Gallatin. We had events all across the county. And we had thousands of visitors, and like the proclamation said, we had visitors from 38 states and 38 foreign countries and 40 states, just at Triple Creek Park. So again, thank you for your support, and everybody worked together as a team that day, and we pulled it off. So we're very pleased, and again, thank you to the County Commission for all of your support, and we'll get ready for the next one.
Next, I'd like to ask our chairman of the Sumner County Regional Airport manager to come up, if you would. Thank you, gentlemen. I get them all at one time. We have a certificate of recognition honoring the Sumner County Regional Airport for the outstanding eclipse event again. Whereas visitors from 38 countries and 40 states gathered in Sumner County on August 21st, 2017 to view the great American eclipse, and whereas the Sumner County Regional Airport was filled to capacity with 124 aircraft, I don't know how you did that, parked on the field, ranging from the largest corporate jets to the smallest home-built planes. And whereas the airport officials worked diligently to make this once-in-a-lifetime experience unforgettable event for more than 1,000 visitors who flew in from California, Michigan, Canada, and many other locations. And whereas some pilots pitched tents, camped out with plans to watch the eclipse from the airport rather than going to other locations around town, and the airport manager, my friend, Mr. William Massey, and his staff, and numerous volunteers worked countless hours to make these visitors feel welcome and experience the warmth, kindness, and hospitality of Sumner County. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Sumner County Board of County Commissioners meeting in regular session on the 20th day of November 2017 that this body does hereby express its appreciation and gratitude for the hard work and the dedication of Mr. William Massey and his staff and volunteers, and be it further resolved that the resolution be spread on the minutes of this body, and the clerk is to furnish a copy of this resolution to Mr. William Massey on behalf of the Sumner County Regional Airport.
Motion made by Commissioner Vaughn, seconded by Commissioner Graves. All in favor say aye.
Aye. Great job, gentlemen. With that, Roe, there's your certificate, and I know you've got something to say.
Well, I really didn't have anything planned to say, but never turned down the opportunity to stand in front of a microphone. I want to thank everybody. This was truly a team effort. This started, I started taking reservations about a year prior. I'd get a phone call and said, hey, I want to come in and watch the eclipse at the airport. I said, sure. So I wrote their name down. And before long, it turned into a 12-page document that I said, I can no longer take reservations, show up, we'll find a place for you. As I say, it was truly a team effort. I could not have done it without the new fixed base operator, Jeff Dunham, and his crew. They came down. They didn't even have a footprint here. They didn't know if they were even going to be working here, but they came out and helped out and parked the airplanes, which could not have been done without them. We used every inch of that airport. We had people coming from all over the United States, Mexico, Canada. There were several high-profile celebrities that wanted to keep their privacy, and we did that. They didn't get outside of the shadow of their airplane. They came and went, and it was truly a spectacular event. Like I say, there were more airplanes than I thought could ever get there. There wasn't a single foul word. Nobody was upset. And within minutes, the airport was cleared. It was like controlled chaos. But it worked out remarkably well, and it was just a good reflection on the city and county because everybody was very impressed with it. Gallatin Fire Department was out there with a fire truck on standby, medical teams. We left the terminal open all night long for people to camp out where they could come in and get in the air conditioning and use the restroom. So it was a truly team effort. And everybody just did remarkably well, and I was glad to be part of it. So, thank you.
Great job. Thank you, Don.
Without objection, I'm going to ask Mr. Gamenden to go ahead and come up, and we're going to just flip 4 and 5. I know some of our airport people wanted to see this one, so.
Mr. Kirby and your wife will come up, sir.
Yeah.
They changed the order on us. Right at home. Paige, did you want to come up? Okay, okay.
You ready?
I'm ready. Well, first of all, I would like to say that I don't know anything about airplanes and airports and such as this, except I do go to the Portland Airport quite often. We have a Portland Preservation Foundation meeting there, and I serve on the Planning Commission with Mr. Jerry Kirby. And matter of fact, I've never been in a small plane, but if I ever ride in one, he's who I want to ride with. I think he's done air shows all over the world, and I'm very impressed. And I think we do, I was thinking about these resolutions to honor people, and I think we do this so we can show everybody else the caliber of people that live in our county and our community. And with that, whereas Mr. Jerry Kirby of Westmoreland, Tennessee, was inducted into the Tennessee Aviation Hall of Fame on October 28, 2017, and whereas a Sumner County native, Mr. Kirby's devotion to flight was ingrained at a very early age by his father, H.G. Kirby, and he has logged more than 9,000 hours of flight time. Owned and co-owned more than 35 aircraft, performed at air shows at multiple venues, and received the FAA Wright Brothers Master Pilot Award from the Federal Aviation Agency in 2016. And whereas Mr. Kirby's accomplishments of 50 plus years include a flight from his Westmoreland airstrip to Fairbanks, Alaska, in a lightweight Legend Cub, and his involvement in this year's Paris Air Show in France, where he flew a Globe Swift aircraft, and whereas Mr. Kirby, who was named the Citizen of the Year by the Westmoreland Chamber of Commerce in 2014, is a tireless advocate for aviation and has introduced more than 425 youngsters to flying through the Experimental Aircraft Association's Young Eagles program, and his farm, with its private airstrips and his 3 planes, has been a popular destination for school trips. Now therefore be it resolved by the Sumner County Board of County Commissioners meeting in regular session on this 20th day of November 2017 that this body hereby congratulates Mr. Kirby for his induction into the Tennessee Aviation Hall of Fame and commends his lifetime of leadership, dedication, and service to his community, and be it further resolved that this resolution shall be spread on the minutes of this body, and the clerk is to furnish a copy of this resolution to Mr. Jerry Kirby, and I so move.
Motion made by Commissioner Gamenden, seconded by Commissioner Mo Taylor. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Well, this is certainly a pleasure and an honor, and I'm very proud to be a citizen of Sumner County, and I've worked hard to get back here and retire, and I want to say thank you for all your leadership and your commitment to the community, and to my cousin Paige Brown. I like to brag on her, but thank you so much for your work here in the county. Thank you. Thank you.
On a side note, I graduated with Mr. Kirby's daughter, and I remember doing sleepovers at his home, watching him take off on the field in Westmoreland, and it was such a neat thing as a young person to be able to see. So anyways, just congratulations. All right, Mr. Driver. Ladies, y'all can come up.
Mr. Hinton, Mr. Gamenden, you need to stay up here. Y'all just come on up here, coaches. You can just spread out along these walls here, ladies, if you want to. Just stand right around here anywhere. You'll be fine wherever you go.
I get embarrassed when I'm standing next to you. He's taller than me.
Well, I think by now just about everybody has heard about this team, these young ladies. I know we're proud of them for sure. It was a lot of fun sitting in the school, cafeteria full of kids and people out in the hallways and in the theater watching them play in that final. And it finished before school finished before the finals finished, so I watched it on my phone all the way home and was really glad. No police officer was watching me as I was going, but I followed y'all all the way home and was really proud of you and the coaches and all, and for your hard work. And this is a well-deserved recognition. Whereas the Portland High School Lady Panthers volleyball team had a banner year in 2017 and won the title in the TSSAA Class AA Volleyball State Championship at Middle Tennessee State's Murphy Center. And whereas the Lady Panthers, under the leadership of Coach Rob Leisman and assistant coaches Ginger Leisman and Jesse Perdue, demonstrated remarkable talent, strict discipline, and determination, and through their accomplishments have become an inspiration to other players and our county. And whereas the Lady Panthers, with a record of 47-6, earned the titles of District 11 AA, Region 6 AA, and State AA champions, and with the most wins in the program's history, became the first women's team in school history to win a state championship. And whereas team players Emily Brown, Maylee Douglas, McKenna Parker, Tanya Brown, Presley Cowan, Josie Runyon, Jordan Latimer, Rachel Jennings, Emily Rogers, Jaden Crook, Savannah Pippin, Taylor Cole, Ashton Hoffman, Marlena Bullington, Lauren Waldron, Lexi Wakefield, Kiara Gregory, and Katie Crutchfield were dedicated to their goal and remained focused throughout the season, which led to their regional, district, and state championship titles. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Sumner County Board of Commissioners, meeting in regular session on this, the 20th day of November 2017, that this body does hereby congratulate and commend the Portland High School volleyball team for their achievements and wishes them future success. And be it further resolved that this resolution is to be spread upon the minutes of this body, and the clerk is to furnish a copy of this resolution to the Portland High School volleyball team and the coaching staff. And I so move.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Driver, seconded by Mr. Hinton. All in favor say aye.
Aye. All right. Good job, ladies. All right, we've got one of these for everybody up here. Or you want me to give them to the coaches and let them give them out? Rob, you want to come up and say something?
Thank you very much for the recognition. This 2 years in a row we've done this. Maybe we'll do it again next year. Any opportunity I can take to brag on this team, I will. It's been a very good year. Couldn't ask for a better year as a coach. Not just the record and the state championship, but the team that I had to deal with, work with this year. They're excellent young ladies. Even though we have a winning record and we have a lot of volleyball IQ, what I brag on every chance now that I've found out is we have a team grade point average of a 3.85. Which was a big surprise to me. When you're around them a lot, you would really be surprised by it. But it's been a great year. We've had support through the whole county, not just in Portland, but the support we've gotten is overwhelming. 450 shirts, like Mr. Hinton has on here, 450 shirts sold in the community, and helped fundraise for the rings. And all the support that we got was just wonderful and overwhelming, really. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, at this point, I'm going to ask Mr. Kemp to explain how we're going to do the next part after he reads the...
All right, we have a public notice regarding a special election. Pursuant to Section 55111 of Tennessee Code Annotated, notice is hereby given that on Monday, November the 20th, 2017, at approximately 7 o'clock, Sumner County Board of County Commission shall assemble in the County Commission chambers with respect to filling the vacancy of the office of the County Commissioner of the 5th Commission District, created by the resignation of Ben Harris, County Commissioner from the 5th Commission District. The special election will be held during the regular meeting of this body on the aforesaid date, filling the position until the next general election. Persons interested in the position will be asked to submit a resume to the office of the county clerk. Anyone interested should attend the meeting or express interest to a member of the Sumner County Legislative Body. The position must be filled according to all applicable state statutes, rules, and regulations. We have received applications submitted to the clerk's office from 5 different persons. With having 5 nominees, if we have 5 nominations, we will we'll use paper ballot to get the nominations down the way we have to 3, or we can use paper ballots, whatever the commission decides to do. The successful candidate must receive 12 votes to be elected. Once elected, the person is eligible to take their seat once they've taken oath of office. So we'll do whatever the commission wishes to do, Madam Chairman.
All right, if there's no objections, then we will handle this as we did the appointment of the judges. We'll let Mr. Kemp do a voice call for the first until we can narrow it down, and then once we get it narrowed down to put it on the board, we'll put it on the board. Is there any objections to that? Commissioner Good, do you want to push your button? Go ahead.
Leave it to Will, but are we just going to do a vote, or are they speaking?
We can just do a vote unless the commissioners want to allow each one that is here to come up and have a few minutes. We can do that as well. So
I just want to make sure that the law director, if we did that right on the first call, so I just want to make sure we're correct.
I mean, if you want to hear from them, you can. If you want to go ahead and vote, it's up to the body.
okay, do you want to do a voice vote to see how we want to proceed? If there are any commissioners that would like to vote, then please use voice vote to do that. Can we do that by voice vote, or should we do it? Okay, then we'll voice vote for that now, just to go ahead. This is saying that you want to agree just to go ahead and vote. If that's the way that you want to proceed, please say aye at this time. Aye. If there are any commissioners that would like to have the candidates come up and speak, please voice your vote now. Okay. Majority is to just go ahead and vote, so we'll just go ahead and vote. All right, Mr. Kemp?
Okay, and We will drop.
We'll drop any candidates that receive 0 votes or the lowest vote will both drop off before we move to the next round.
And we probably need to place all 5 names into nomination. Okay, so somebody actually needs to nominate.
Okay, so we're going to need a nomination from the floor for each of the 5 candidates.
You can, someone can nominate all 5.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Good.
Slate that was submitted to legislative.
Okay. Seconded by Mr. Decker. All in favor say aye. Any opposed? All right. So all 5 have been nominated. We can do those in alphabetical order.
They're just going to vote for one.
Okay.
And the 5, push your next button. The 5 nominees are Baber, Brackenberry, Bradley, Sullivan, and Waugh are the 5 nominees. Each commissioner will vote for one. This is ballot number 1. Commissioner Akins. Baber. Commissioner Mo Taylor. Baber. Commissioner Gamenden. Sullivan. Commissioner Hinton. Baber. Commissioner Driver. Sullivan. Commissioner Graves. Sullivan. Commissioner Shell.
Sullivan.
Commissioner Reen. Baber. Commissioner Vaughn. Sullivan. Commissioner Kemp. Baber. Commissioner Lamarbe. Sullivan. Commissioner Decker. Sullivan. Commissioner Hyde. Sullivan. Commissioner Becker. Sullivan. Commissioner Chris Taylor. Sullivan. Commissioner Good. Sullivan. Commissioner Kruger. Sullivan. Commissioner Bill Taylor. Sullivan. Commissioner Guthrie. Sullivan. Anyone not voting, wishing to vote? Anyone wishing to change your vote? Mr. Chairman, I'd like to change mine to Sullivan. All right, Commissioner Akins changes his vote from Baber to Sullivan. Anyone else? Mr. Clerk, I'd like to do the same, please. Commissioner Commissioner Reen changes his vote from Baber to Sullivan. Any other commissioner wishing to change their vote? The outcome is Mr. Sullivan receives 16 votes. Mr. Baber receives 3 votes. Mr. Sullivan is elected on the first ballot.
All right. We'll close the public notice at this time. Yes, that's correct. Mr. Sullivan is not here tonight. He had a prior engagement with a tour on the square that he had scheduled before we had postponed from last month. So he will be sworn in sometime with Mr. Kemp. So hopefully he'll be here next month. All right, moving along. We have the consent agenda items. I'll wait for a motion. Motion made by Commissioner Taylor. Do I have a second? Second by Commissioner Gamenden. All in favor say aye. All right, the reports of the county officials are on your desk, and the notary applications as well, and Mr. Kemp will place those on the board for vote.
The motion and a second.
Oh, sorry. Motion made by Commissioner Mo Taylor, seconded by Steve Akins. All in favor say aye. Oh, sorry. We're going to vote on the board. Sorry.
Notary applications on the board. Each commissioner, please record your vote. 19 votes are entered. Does anyone wish to change your vote?
All right.
It is unanimous.
Okay, we will do our reports from our committees now at this time. Committee on Committees, Ms. Lamar.
Speaking, yes. The first two that are on the agenda were moved till next month because those involve the commissioner that was elected tonight. The first one tonight is the Airport Authority Regional. David Pignas being replaced by Thomas Ritchie Williams, and I so move.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Lamar, seconded by Baker Ring. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
The next one is the Board of Construction Appeals, and this is to reappoint both Larry Brown and Sean Utley, and I so move.
Motion made by Commissioner Lamar, seconded by Commissioner Graves. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And the last one is the Tourism Board appointment of Mandy Christensen to serve until June of 2018, and this is for the newly appointed tourism, and I so move.
All right, motion made by Commissioner Lamar, seconded by Commissioner McGamenden. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And next month, we have the appointments to the E911. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next, we will move to Education Committee. Commissioner Decker.
Madam Chairman, the only report that
Commissioner Decker, will you? Okay.
I have is that we have one Sumner County team left in the football playoffs, and that's Beach High School, and we want to wish Beach High School the best.
Thank you. We appreciate
No
that.
report.
Friday night, it is a home game if y'all want to come out and support them. Thank you, Commissioner Decker. Highway Commission, Commissioner Graves.
Madam Chairman, I wasn't here. I was at the hospital. I think Mr. Hinton shared. I don't know if he's got anything or not other than on consent. Thank you.
Executive did ask me to, from legislative, for commissioners that would participate, like in Walk Across Sumner, like Trish Lamar, Scott Langford, Kevin Pomeroy, Jerry Foster, Steve Graves, Baker Ring, and Mike Akewins. Y'all have proved to be the most unhealthy commission we've ever had. Every one of them's been in the hospital this month. So we just wish them well for the Thanksgiving season.
Commissioner Becker, Financial Management.
There you go. Okay. All right, yes, we have a resolution 1711-01. It's a resolution authorizing use of National Cooperative Purchasing Alliance, NCPA, by Sumner County, Tennessee. There's a resolution further in our agenda dealing with the Sheriff's Department and seeking computer-related equipment, hardware, software, servers, backup servers, switchboards, to be able to run their systems over there. And what this resolution will do will allow us to save some taxpayers' money and go through this co-op, which is able to solicit and some bids and some prices that typically at a much lower level than we could get otherwise. So I'd make a motion to pass that.
All right, motion made by Commissioner Becker, seconded by Mo Taylor. Is there any discussion? All right. We'll wait for Mr. Kemp to put it on the board.
Resolutions on the board. Each commissioner, please record your vote. $19 votes are entered. Does anyone wish to change your vote? It is unanimously approved.
Yeah, Mr. Hinton.
Madam Chairman, could I have a 2-minute redo on highway?
Yes, we'll let you have a 2-minute redo on highway with no objections.
We had lengthy conversation in the Highway Committee about what the impact of all the new subdivisions and the work that's going on in our county and the building. We've not done a very good job dealing with what situation that these developments has put us. Every time we meet, we talk about how much money we're going to have to spend to take care of situations that subdivisions and cities, and I'm not faulting them, that's the business they're in, but they create situations where we are continually spending money out of the Sumner County Highway Department to correct situations that has been created by the increased population and the location of the same. So just everybody keep that in mind. You know, when you hear about developments and when you hear about this, that, and other, rather than being too overjoyed about it, kind of look at the highways around that and know that ultimately down the road sometime it's going to cost the county money.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, we will move on to budget, and that would be Commissioner Taylor, Chris Taylor, if you'll push your button.
It's tricky. All right, the first one, 1711-02, is just for docketing purposes. It's putting the money for George Whitten Elementary. It's the $4 million renovations. So we're done with that. Second one is 1711-03. This is approving $60,000 for the drug court through, my understanding, just a grant. Do we have to vote on the first one? I thought it was for
The first
docketing
one
only.
was for docketing purposes only, is that correct?
It still needs to be voted.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
thank you, sir.
So-
In second.
All right, so motion made by Commissioner Taylor, seconded by Commissioner Goode for 1711-02, and we'll wait for Mr. Kemp to get it on the board if there's.
Each commissioner, please record your vote.
Thanks, Paul.
19 votes are entered. Does anyone wish to change your vote? It is unanimous.
All right, the second one will be 1711-03, and that was the $60,000 for the drug court. So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Taylor, seconded by Commissioner Bill Taylor. Is there any discussion?
Resolution's on the board. Each commissioner, please record your vote. Nineteen votes are entered. Does anyone wish to change your vote? It is unanimous.
Next one is 1711-04, and this is appropriations to EMA for $8,500.60, EMS $6,348.78, the Sheriff's Department $2,508.18, and so this is all from, Hendersonville Fire for $10,341.60, Gallatin Fire for $3,010.18, and it's from the Swiftwater Rescue reimbursements when they went down in 2015. Thank you, Jim.
Motion made by Commissioner Vaughn, seconded by Commissioner Ring. All in favor? Any discussion? All right, we'll wait for Mr. Kemp to put it on the board.
Resolution's on the board. Each commissioner, please record your vote.
No, I just did.
17 votes are entered. Anyone not voting, wishing to vote? Anyone wishing to change your vote? It is now 19. It is unanimously approved.
Next one is 1711-05. This is appropriating $7,500 from the auction proceeds and move it to for the furniture donation and renovations for the bridal house. What it was when they auctioned off the items inside. Obviously, there was a profit from it. That money's being used where someone has donated probably about $30,000 worth of antique furniture back to the bridal house to be put in there, and this is for expenses to move it and ship it without damaging it, and in turn also a few improvements that need to be done inside the residence. So moved.
Motion made by Commissioner Chris Taylor, seconded by Commissioner Gamenden. Any discussion? Okay, Ms.
Resolution's on the board. Each commissioner, please record your vote. $18 votes are entered. All 19 votes are entered. Does anyone wish to change your vote? It is unanimously approved.
No,
Last one is 1711-06. This is appropriating $122,341.56 from capital projects, and this is for the computer needs for the sheriff's department that they're using the co-op to try and get. It's going to be setting up a server and some backup functions that we've never had there and are desperately needed. So moved.
Motion made by Chris Taylor, seconded by Joanne Kemp. Any discussion? It's on the board.
Resolution on the board. Each commissioner, please record your vote.
You were too fast, Mr. Decker.
17 votes are entered.
You know next month you'll have to remember.
18 votes are entered. Anyone not voting? All 19 votes are entered. Does anyone wish to change your vote? It is unanimously
You
approved.
put post-it there.
Mr. Good? Thank you, guys.
Well, I might get to see him play a little bit tonight.
Adjourned.
Always good to see you, sir.
Perfect.